Okay, hey, welcome to week 5, guys. I wanted to go through some of the other HTML tags. I'm probably going to make a number of short videos this week instead of a really long one. This is the first, and I want to go over some of the other HTML tags that you might come across. We'll handle some of the big ones alphabetically. We're going to talk about some that begin with A and B today. So as you can see, I've got a Word document open here, and I have on the first line here our tag to let the parser know that this is an HTML document. So it's again exclamation point doctype HTML. I've got my empty tag that just says that it is me. Just a little bit of code there to label it as mine. And then we, of course, have the opening HTML tag, the closing HTML tag, the opening header, the close of the head. Nested within the head, we have we're telling it to use the Unicode character set. Title of the page is Lemon Meringue Pie because I'm going to put up a recipe here for lemon meringue pie. And then the opening of the body and the closing of the body tag. All right, so since it is, lemon meringue pie recipe, let's go ahead and put in our header as lemon meringue, hope that's how you spell it, pie. And we got to close that. Okay, so at the top it should say lemon meringue pie. Then we're going to do a couple of things here. I want to show you how to use a anchor tag. So first, let's say this is a recipe for lemon meringue pie. Of course, this is, as we learned last time, a paragraph. And we got to end the paragraph. And let's say we wanted to let people know what lemon meringue pie is. So we want to put a link to the Wikipedia article for lemon meringue pie. So the way you do that is with an anchor tag. That is A. And because we have the A, we want to close the A. So that closes the anchor tag. The anchor tag has an attribute. In this case, we have to tell it where to go. So the way you do that in HTML is href. I do not know what href stands for. H-reference or something. I don't know. It's lost in the sands of time. Just trust me that href is how you go to a URL, and then equal sign, and then we need to put in the URL itself. So let's go to Wikipedia and find the entry for lemon meringue pie. Let's select the URL, copy that, and paste that in here. So we are now telling it that that is the place to go for that. And so that turns all of this lemon meringue pie and the period into a hotlink. Let's actually put the period after that and do it like that. Okay. File, save as, and I'm going to save it to the desktop. Again, we want to save it just as plain text. And then save that to the desktop. Mac, that's fine. Okay. And then over here on the desktop, let's actually change that. It knows that it's called doctype HTML because that's the first words of the document. And when you don't name a document, Word defaults to that. It's not actually an HTML file until we make it one. So we're going to give it the HTML file extension. And then if we open that with, say, Firefox, you'll see that there it is, and lemon meringue pie, if we click on it, goes to the Wikipedia article. Okay, so now what? Okay, so let's put in, I want to go, so that's a tag that begins with A. Now I want to show you a tag that begins with B, namely the bold tag. So for our next paragraph, I want to say ingredients, but I want that to be in bold. So the way you do it is really simple. The tag is just B for bold. We're nesting that inside the paragraph. So let's close that. Bold. Save. So it's saying that it doesn't save the formatting. We don't want words formatting, which is fine. So we say continue. And then if we double click it over here, you'll see that ingredients is now in caps. Okay. All right, so what are the ingredients? Well, I just happen to have them over here in another document. I'm going to copy and paste them in here. So these are the ingredients. As you can see, they were in an unordered list in the other document. So I'm just going to take away this formatting here. So they are, remove all the formatting there. And we want to, if I were to save this, although it's nice and on a line, each one's on its own line here. If I were to save it and then open it up over here, they'd all be running together because they're not on, see, they're not on separate lines. So we got to fix that. And the way we're going to do it is with an unordered list, UO. And then at the end, we go close the unordered list. And then each item in the list needs to be, we need to tell it that it is a list item, or LI for list item. Close that with list item. And then what I'm going to do to save time is just highlight, copy that, paste there, paste there, paste there, there, there. Because one is for the filling of the pie and one is for the meringue itself, I'm going to put a break in between, which is BR. Again, finishing out my unordered list. And then we need to put in all the closing tags here. So save that. Let's take a look. Then see, now it's displayed nice with each ingredient item on its own line. All right. Now, that's how you do an unordered list. But how do you do an ordered list? Well, let's then, at the end of our unordered list, let's put in another break. And then we're going to put in the directions for the recipe. Okay, so the directions, again, we want it to be a paragraph, and we want it to be bold. So let's put in our nested bold tag within our paragraph and save that. Take a look, and there we have directions at the bottom there. Okay, so now we want the directions to be an ordered list. So in other words, like a numerical list, because when you're making a pie, there's a certain order you want to everything. So we'll start with preheat the oven to 350 degrees, and then copy paste in the rest of these directions. Now, these were all already in an unordered list using words formatting, but I don't want to do that because it's not going to display right. It's going to give us some gobbledygook. So let's just take that away. We've got each of these. And then let's make them all list items because they're all in a list. So again, let's go grab our list, list item, list item, list item, oops, list item, and list item. And then let's close all those list items. So we copy the close tag and insert that after each one. There, 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 and there. Now, it'll be an unordered list if we did that, but we want an ordered list, so we put in a ordered list, OL. So unordered list is UO, and ordered list is OL for ordered list. Then at the end, we put it in as, put in the closing of that tag. I think that's right. Let's save that. Open that up. And then, as you can see, the ordered list is numbered 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Now, I like how the ordered list is set in a little bit, but I don't like how the ingredients are right up against the side. Say we want to put those in a little bit. We use another tag that begins with B, which is a block quote. Block quote is just a tag that tells all the text to shift in a tab. So that is block quote, all one word. Close that. And then we need to close that tag. So I'm just going to copy it, go all the way down to the end of our unordered list. We're going to nest the unordered list in the block quote. Closing tag. Save that. Now if we open it up, see how it's indented all of that over? So that's great. I think it looks good. So real quick, that's how you do a anchor tag, bold tag, unordered list, and ordered list. All right, that's all for now. I'm going to have some more videos that may go up in the next couple of days. Until then, go ahead and open up your text editor or your Dreamweaver and practice with this.